BAPE X Pop Race. Let's check it out. So recently managed to get my hands on this Pop Race X BAPE SKYLINE C210 with the BOSOZOKU style body kit. And from the off you can already see the box it comes in is already setting it for a very high standard. You can clearly see the SKYLINE C210 at the top and the SKYLINE C210 outline on the box as well. I must admit, when Pop Race first announced that they were doing the BOSOZOKU style with a BAPE livery, I was a bit in two minds, but seeing it in person, this model really does go hand in hand with the livery. But continue with the packaging, you can see the BAPE logo in one corner and the Pop Race in the other, with the apes together stronger in the middle, which if you was to keep this in the box, it does look very nice on display. As you can see, with it being all clear, it has the BAPE logo also on the bottom of the acrylic display, which again is a very nice touch. As you can see from the video, this model also won't just fall apart, as in the case won't fall apart from the base, as it is taped on, which again is a nice touch, as I have had models where I've opened them and the case has just fell straight off the model. So to have that extra little bit of security on a model this detailed is very nice. As you can see, this is definitely a display piece. It sits perfectly on top of the box it comes in, and it will suit any shelf and go next to any car. As we take a look at the rear of the car, you can see them huge Shakatan exhausts, which for me are just iconic. They are a kind of love or hate thing, as some people think they are way too aggressive and stupid, but with this style car, it's a must. But my first thought when I did see the big Shakatan exhaust was, I'm gonna break them. But after handling the model, the whole model is so sturdy and I don't feel like I will break it at all, which is a very big plus. Especially considering this model retailed for around 45 Great British pounds. As you can see, the detail gone into this model is absolutely exceptional, with the grille being a separate piece and each individual headlight also being a separate piece. And then, in my opinion, what the standout for this model is the Shakatan exhausts. What I didn't know when purchasing this model is that it had an opening hood feature, which is an extremely nice touch and has just made this model one of my favourites. As you can see, the front grille in more detail and the engine bay, all painted gold to match the outside of the car and the accents. As you can see on the rear of the car, there is the BAPE logo on the number plate, which again is an incredible touch that the detail is that fine. As we take a closer look at the engine bay, you can even see there is an oil cap on the top of the engine, which is just again a very nice touch. The interior, on the other hand, I'm not going to question that shifter, but we'll move on to the steering wheel, as the nice wooden accented steering wheel is an incredible touch. As you can also see the metal in the middle, like an actual classic steering wheel from the 80s. But with the model now in hand, you can see more detail on the actual car. Like for example, the rear of the car, you can see again, just like the front, that each individual tail light is placed on, same as the number plate is an individual piece. The wheels do spin just like on every other Pop Race, but that was something I was wanting to figure out when I did see the model, as it came in an acrylic case and it looked like it was static. But as you can see, they all four wheels spin perfectly, and all three. And the wheels that they have chose to put on this model, the SSR Mark IIIs on a super deep dish, really complements this car so well. All the decals are laid on perfectly and you can't see any overlay on them either, so you can't see where they have been placed on the car. Here, for example, placing the model down, I didn't feel as though I was going to break the exhaust in any way. But taking a closer look, you can see how nice the SSR wheels really are. They've done them absolutely spot on. Overall, the car sits so perfectly, it's slammed to the ground, but enough where you can still push it along and roll it perfectly. The detail on the engine is also incredible, as you can clearly make out each individual part. A nice touch is the underside of the bonnet is the same colour as the BAPE logo, which I found when taking photos is a really nice touch, because models that don't tend to photograph a little bit worse. Overall, I would highly recommend this model, as it is absolutely superb in person and looks great in the dioramas. Something that I haven't spoke about is the mirrors, which again feel very sturdy, which is a good thing for me, but they're very finely detailed and you can see how thin they are, but they don't feel like they're going to break in any way. Let me know your thoughts on this BAPE X Pop Race Skyline C210 Bozo style, because in my opinion this is an absolutely fantastic car and is definitely worth the money. So that's going to be the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe and share the video about for some more diecast content, and I'll see you all next time.